Hello and welcome to Get Financially Fit with Debbie Hancock. Today we are talking about money habits to grow a profitable business. And as you know, I like to bring strategy and money mindset together so we can take action in our business and create a business that gives us the life we started it for. Otherwise, frankly, what is the point? So the first stage is going to be about what do you really want to achieve? Why do you want a more profitable business? Which I know sounds like a really daft question, but how much money do you really need from the business? And how much time do you want off? And what else do you want to do with the business? So by understanding what you really want to achieve from the business, you can start to work towards how you're going to make it more profitable and then how you're going to extract the money from the business so that you can do exactly what you want. Because it's not about comparing even to ourselves or even to ourselves last year and making more and more and more money. It's about understanding really what we want from the business, what kind of lifestyle we want, how it's impacting our health, and how much money we need. So let's get back to finances for a moment. The first thing will be tracking your finances. So once you know how much money you want from the business, you really need to start tracking the money within the business. Now, I know this can be really scary and so many people have money blocks that stop them from doing this because they become too complicated. Like they print out these profit and loss accounts and they think, oh, I've got to understand every single number on this, and they cause themselves panic and they think, I don't know what I'm looking at, I don't know what I'm comparing, I don't know what questions to ask, and then they basically don't do anything. So I just want you to start with the real basics, and that's tracking the income coming into the business and then starting to analyse the data. So what I mean by that is, if you have a year's worth of income, can you see any patterns within that data? Maybe your business is a bit seasonal, or maybe it's massively impacted by certain political situations. Or maybe you've launched in certain areas and therefore the income's come up at certain points. Or maybe you've pushed sales or been more active on social media or networked more. What is causing your income in terms of money coming into the business to go up and to go down? Do you know? It's a really good place to start. Then we can look at mindful spending. So what ROI, so what return on investment, are you getting on the cost that you're spending? So when you're spending within your business, there's a reason for that spend. Let's just say it's all very logical at the moment. So I maybe am paying for Zoom in my business because I run meetings with my clients and they're often an hour to 90 minutes long. Therefore, I need the paid version of Zoom. That's meaning that I'm not having to travel all over the place, so it's giving me back some of my time, and it's also meaning that I can sell strategy products to my clients, so it's creating me money. In your business, you'll spend on things such as insurance, or my professional qualifications. These are essentials within my business. And yes, I can compare costs of insurance and I can maybe change insurance providers, which I do recommend, but these are essentials in the business. They're things I have to have. Whereas I don't have to have Zoom, I could have Teams or Google Meet or StreamYard or whatever else. So is Zoom the best thing for me? Is it giving me back my time, which we've established it is, or is it creating me money, which again it is? So I work with a VA and she'll upload this wonderful podcast to YouTube for me. So that is giving me back my time, which means I can work with my clients on their strategies instead. So within your business, ask yourself, is this 100% necessary? And then is it giving me a positive return on investment? So is it giving me back time? Or is it enabling me to make more money in the business? If it's not, then what is that cost for? And I really want you to ask yourself these questions, like be really, really honest, because I've purchased courses in the past thinking, that FOMO, that I'm not good enough feeling, and then I've spent the money in my business, and then it's not really benefited me because I just felt like I needed to tick a box to say I'd done it, and then that would give me my self-worth. Well, clearly that doesn't work, but it's a very common one. So really ask yourself, is it giving you a benefit? Otherwise, what is it doing in your business? The cost needs to go because it's impacting the money in your personal pocket. So mindful spending, really question yourself when you're signing up to stuff. So strategic saving is the next step. I want you to think about saving money in a way that works for you. So one system that seems to work really well with my clients is that we use the POTS method, which is like the profit first method. And it's creating different accounts within your business account. So if you've got something like Starling, Revolut, Monzo, Meta maybe, Metal, and maybe even some of the mainstream bank accounts now, you can have different pots or spaces. And in Starling you can certainly add pictures and names. So I might have my tax account, my profit account, my staff account, my legal account, for like, because I pay for my insurance and my professional subscriptions, etc. And I will save money into each of those every single month until it needs paying. And if I know that I'm going to invest in something, so say I need to invest in a new laptop in 3 years, what I can do is I can start dripping money into that account every single month, so that when it comes to 3 years' time, I can afford to buy the laptop. The money is already set aside and ready to go. So what method will work for you? Do you want to use a spreadsheet? Do you want to use pen and paper? Or do you want to try the bank method? And I do really find that this works for my clients. It's just a really visual way, and it means that you're not looking at one pot of money and like, wow, there's 20 grand in my bank. I can totally invest in that 5 grand course. Oh, hang on, but what about VAT payments and tax payments and PIYE payments? What about that laptop I need to buy? What about my insurance, etc.? You can actually see where you stand. Investing in your business. So this could be investing in the right support to move you forward. And it might be investing in the right equipment or technology to move you forward. So I have a CRM system. I work with Lead Deck, and in there is all my booking links, my programs, my email system, and it means that all the cost is in one place. Whereas before I used to have Calendly, MailerLite, etc. So I was able to reduce my costs by putting it all through one system, and it's all interconnected then. So what do you need to invest in the future, and then consider that into your spending plan. And it might be that actually you need some support. Do you need to go into a mastermind? Do you need a coach? Do you need to invest in an accountant? Do you need to invest in some marketing? What is it that you need to invest to move your business forward? And by knowing where you want your business to go, that will help you answer the question about where you need to invest. Tax efficiency. So is your business tax efficient? You really need to speak to your accountant. Speak to them more, ask them questions, pay for a tax advisory service, pay to have some tax planning with them if that's not part of your current package. How are you, because obviously the tax rules have all changed, especially since the last budget. So what's the best salary for you to be taking? Dividends? Are you using, say, pensions through the business? Are you going on your Christmas parties? Are you claiming the right level of mileage? Is your business tax efficient and enabling you to extract the most money from the business so that you have the money to enjoy the life that you want? A financial coach can help support these habits. So you can have an accountant or a bookkeeper who can do your tax and accounts. What a financial coach can do is they can ask you the right questions. They can really challenge you. They can make sure you're being tax efficient if you've got one who is an account qualified like me, or they can point you in the right direction. They can challenge you on your spending, they can increase your self-worth so you're not wasting money on courses you don't need to be in. So you also need to become good at managing the money you already have. So to become more profitable, you don't necessarily need to make loads more sales. It might be that you either need to look at your pricing or your costs, or you just need to get better at managing the money you're already making. And maybe you need someone to give you the information. So if you don't like looking at the information, could your bookkeeper give you a weekly or monthly kind of summary of where you are in terms of your cash position, who owes you money, how many sales you've made, etc. If you don't feel comfortable doing that right now, could someone like a bookkeeper do that for you? By learning to manage the money you're already making, you will become confident in going out and making more, if that's what you want. And by managing the money you've got already, you're going to become more profitable. So obviously if you reduce your costs, you're going to become more profitable. And it might be that you increase your costs, but actually what that does is it massively increases your sales. So the cost could be £100 and you could make £500 of sales. So therefore, again, you're more profitable. And by tracking your income, you'll learn to see what is impacting those sales and what's increasing. So what do you need to double down on and do more of? Do you need to do more ads? Do you need to talk in more groups? Do you need to ask for the sale more? What is it? By tracking your income, you'll be able to see that. All these habits are going to make your business more profitable, and being more profitable is going to mean you can enjoy the life you started your business to have. If you would like to take part in my 12 days of finance, I'm going to drop the link in the description and you can sign up, and there'll be 12 days of emails with the tips and advice basically to move you along to get towards a cash flow forecast, which is really going to help you, even if you don't get that far, because I know not everyone does. The first few steps will help you loads anyway. I hope this has been helpful. Send me a DM and let me know. Thank you everyone. Bye!